In this episode, we're going to show you the executive level with performance and more plush interior elements. 2023 Audi A8L 55 TFSI Quattro in Mythos Black Metallic. Taking on the executive line like refresh BMW 7 Series, Mercedes-Benz S500 with some of the best technology in the business, and the exterior, the best lighting for the front and the rear. Is this Audi going to be the one for you? I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides. I'm going to go over all the specs and details starting now. The Audi A8 brings that executive line with a performance twist. Single frame Audi grille, gloss black, is going to be implemented on the honeycomb interior because we have the black optic package with the Audi O-rings blacked out. Matrix design digital LED headlamps. This is new for the year. BMW adds Swarovski crystal LED headlamps. On the lower, you're going to get some functionality with the honeycomb pattern, front sensors, and the lower lip illustrates the performance you have underneath this hood. What I like about the LED headlamp setup is it's a two-part, but it's a one-part structure. So you're not getting a two-faced design on this front grille. It keeps it more seamless and elegant. Again, executive. Black optic package adds these upgraded 21-inch 10-spoke design wheels with gloss black finish. Black brake calipers, 6-piston for your front brakes, single piston for the rear, a front track at 64.7, high gloss black exterior trim. S-Line going to add the brushed aluminum inlays through the interior cabin. A length at 208.7 with a wheelbase at 123. The new 7 Series is over 212 inches. The Mercedes-Benz is going to be under the length of this, around 206 inches. Rear wheel steering, and it will give you a 10-degree turn in the back to help with performance and help with maneuverability for parking and getting in and out of small areas because it is still a long vehicle. Stopping distance 70 to 0 under 150 feet thanks to those 6 pistons in the front. That really makes this vehicle because it is the heaviest, nearly 5,000 pounds. So it's almost 300 pounds more than the rivals. The Mercedes is about 20 pounds more than the BMW, and you still have that quick of stopping distance. The adaptive suspension definitely keeps the ride smoother. The camera in the front reads the road also, so it keeps it flat surface, which is one of the only vehicles in its class. When you're driving and the road is starting to go either direction like this, it will alter the suspension to adjust the opposite direction so it keeps it flat in the interior. OLED tail lamps, and it's a light bar that wraps all underneath the gloss black Audi rings. On the lower, unfortunately, they kept this a little bit more settled. So it's a little bit of a fly underneath the radar, but this is not the S8. The panels in the rear have a mimic for the exhaust outlets. Unfortunately, even in the S8, they don't really stress that much in the sense of dynamics into the back exterior. Power trunk to get inside to 13 cubic feet of storage, which is going to be more than the Mercedes-Benz. You have a 12-volt charger, some storage on the side, open up here, and you got a spare tire tucked underneath with a pass-through. Cargo will be the most in the Beamer. V6 TFSI. Let's go inside, start up this A8 so we can hear that exhaust note. Soft closed doors, BMW, you can option automatic doors. So that is more futuristic, but you would expect that because it's a full redesigned vehicle. And they back the performance with a 3.0 liter TFSI V6, producing 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. That's paired to an 8-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission, achieving 19 to 28 mpgs with the 0 to 60 at 5.6 seconds, quarter mile around 13.4 seconds, top speed at 130 miles per hour. And what do these numbers come out to? Well, it's not the S8, so that would be the fastest variant, comparing it to the S580 and the 760 BMW. This one's going to be the slowest in its class. It's not going to be the best gas consumption. Price point on this will be the least expensive. Mercedes will be the most expensive, and then BMW has upped the price because it's a fully refreshed. Let me know in the comments what you think about the 2023 Audi A8 as we go into the interior, go over the tech, and take this for our drive. Entering inside the Audi A8, soft closed doors, and you would expect that. Headroom at 38.3 inches, legroom at 41.5 inches, which is the best comparing it to Mercedes and BMW. 22-way power seat adjustment for the front with memory seats, massage seats with 8 functionalities, 3 levels, ventilated and heated seats. The dashboard gets the wood inlays, and one thing that I really like about the A8, when you turn the car on or off, or when you turn your climate control on and off, the vents hide inside with the wood, giving that really elegant look, and you get the touch sensitive just like the new BMW. LED ambient lighting, the MMI 10.1 touchscreen with navigation is on the top with a pinch and a swipe. Click the home button here. We have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, AM, FM, streaming Bluetooth audio with your quick wedges. You can click down here on the touch sensitive to go quicker, or you could go into your vehicle settings here to change the driver setup, in which you can have it as dynamic or go into individual, and you can tailor it to make it as sport derived as you would like. Your driver assist, this you can also tailor however you like for your safety settings. So they do make it pretty easy in the sense of the layout. Put it into reverse. We have a 360-degree reverse camera with full trajectory. Click this little button here and you have a lot of different camera positions so you can see all around the vehicle. This is a longer vehicle. We do have the parking assist and a 3D view. The 3D view is one of my favorites because you can zoom in or zoom out. You can turn it. It's also live. You see how I let off the brake, and you can see all around you. So it really does make it easy to see any imperfections on the road. Going on the bottom, you'll have for your climate control settings, your heated and ventilated seat settings. When you click onto the seat, you will have more adjustments in which you have to use the screen to adjust any of these areas. And for your massage seats, you can see all the different trigger points that it does. I like to activate it on the stretch and just go full intensity. You get the brush aluminums that go into the piano black, going down with the leather on the gear lever. Open up in here, and it's going to be the only area that really emphasizes plastic, which makes it easy to clean up anything that spills. You don't really get an area to put your key fob, and these slide forward and backwards individually, so you can open them up individually as well with 2 USB-C ports and your Audi phone box right inside. 4-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel. It's multi-function and it's also heated with your paddle shifters. The 12.3 digital reader can go through an array of information. You can make it smaller or bigger, and you can zoom it in and zoom it out. You can also tailor this where you can see for your MPGs, your sound system, and your phone. The dashboard does go into the door panel, so I like the pattern that goes from the wood and just into your air vents. Seamless where they put the door handles because it's more hidden, more soft materials. You get the soft inlays here, one touch up and down for all your windows, memory seats for both occupants, a storage pocket inside, and another storage pocket on the lower. For the back seats, if it looks like I'm comfortable, it's because I am. Massage seats, ventilated and heated into the rear with 14-way power seat adjustments. Headroom at 38.5 inches, legroom 44.3 inches. This is the best for leg space compared to all of the luxury vehicles that I've been talking about today. And BMW just refreshed the vehicle. You would have thought since it's longer, they would have increased the leg space. You have touchscreen in the center that will go for seat settings, your heated, ventilated, and your dual climate control, also for your blinds and your LED interior lights. The air vents are going to be in the center, and you have some storage inside here with two USB-C ports. Close the cup holders, open up here with two 12 volts, your air vents, storage behind both of the front seats with the wood inlays behind the front seats. You also have air vents that's going to be on the side pillars with your mirror, so you can capture all the moments, and your ambient lighting that goes all around it. Dual pano moonroofs in which you can open from the back seat. Power adjustment for the sides and for the back. Everything adjustable, and to store the seat setting, it's going to be soft right here, one touch up and down for the windows with the same storage pocket and capacity in the back. Unfortunately, when you sit into the center, because they made the seats almost the same as the front, my butt is pretty much on both of them and it feels a little awkward. Headspace, I'm pretty much against the touch sensitive LED interior lights. Leg space is not an issue, and I have two 12 volts right in front of me. Feet isn't an issue, but shoulder space also will be an issue. Air, I'm gonna feel it pretty much in any area, but this is really designed for 2 occupants in the back, 3 if you have to do a quick drive. 335 horsepower, look at this. 6-piston brakes, 369 pound-feet of torque. This thing moves even though it's just a hair under 5,000 pounds. Super quiet in the interior, and that's what you expect when you start getting into this executive line. Everything is going to be dual pane, 22-way power seat adjustments in the front, 14 in the back. That's more than a standard car. That's insane. With the massage, heated, ventilated. One thing that I dislike though is in the center, you don't get any of that. It's just a seat that kind of sits inward like a V, because the seats that's on the side of them are mimicking the front occupants. So you have so much more space. Now there is some things I like and dislike, and that's what we're gonna go over, starting with the hidden air vents when you turn on and off the actual climate control. It opens up the wood trim and it closes. The second thing that I like is the camera that reads the road in front of you, so it keeps the car as smooth as possible. So if I do like this, if you notice, the hood is staying ever so flat. You're not going to get that with any other vehicle. And this is air suspension too, so typically it would be boaty. You have the rear wheel steering, so it feels more dynamic. And if you just lower it, the Tiptronic, just little disadvantage is you don't hear the exhaust note, but it's not that throaty anyways unless you're on the exterior. The last thing that I like is the black calipers. I didn't actually think it would be nice, but it really does pop with the gloss black wheels and the mythos black exterior. On some things I dislike has to be for the extra power seat adjustments. You click onto here and then you go onto the top screen and you adjust everything. It's just a lot of work. It would be nice that it would be on the side of the passenger or driver seat and you could just do your 22-way power seat adjustment. Because if I want to do my massage seat, I just push the button here. That way it makes it a little bit simple and I don't have to look and push multiple buttons. The second thing that I dislike about the vehicle is this is the lowest performance and it is the slowest amongst the rivals. But what you're getting is also the least expensive. I'm going to pull up just a little bit, even though we have rear wheel steering, just to show you the turn radius, just in case we hit over 2.5 lanes, which I'm assuming it should be right at 2, and it actually does go to 2.5. Let's rock and roll. And going faster, upgraded wheels, nothing is coming into the interior. This is very quiet. Dynamics to go in and out of lanes, you can do so without any issues. The last thing that I dislike is the auto start stop. It really engages way too much. Every time I stop, if I put it into park, and it doesn't matter if it's in dynamics, it just wants to save gas, and this is not the best gas consumption vehicle. That would go to the BMW, then the Mercedes. This will be the least. So to give us that much in the sense of turning on and off, it's just an overkill. Look at that air suspension. I mean, it's adjusting me inside the car. It's crazy. Isn't that? Look, I put it in dynamics and look, I'm going down. I put it into comfort, I'm going up. That's insane. Just playing. It's power seat adjustment. The interior in this is going to be like first class in an airplane, and it's going to be a little bit past that because you don't hear anything for that long drive. The BMW will be a little bit more quiet, but again, refresh. The seats are going to be a little bit more large, but again, refresh. When you go to Mercedes, it's about the same as this. This has the best leg space in its class. That means it beats the BMW and the Mercedes-Benz. Cargo beats the Mercedes-Benz. It's just a touch underneath the BMW. That car's longer by nearly 4 or 5 inches, so it should be longer. Still have power underneath this V6. You push it. The only thing is, it's so fly underneath the radar that even in the interior, it kind of feels like that. It gives me a feel like a Lincoln Continental. It has so much inside for the value, and you just don't know the performance. That's why you would have to up your ante and go to the S8. And then you'll hear that exhaust filter in, and then you'll see those 0 to 60s in the really low 4 seconds to almost 3 seconds. And it is the fastest variant, beating the refresh BMW. So if you're looking for a blend of everything mixed in, and you still get a little performance and that smooth ride because it's reading the road as you drive, this is going to be the best in class. The dynamics of the 7 Series has improved a lot more, but the adaptive cruise control is a lot better in this. Safety features in that one are a little bit more alert. This one, because again, not a refresh, you still get all the amenities. The rear wheel steering make this an everyday practical use car, even though the price tag and the MPGs don't suggest it. I'd like to thank Audi Tampa for giving us this 2023 Audi A8 for our car review. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Hawkeye community. If not, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click the next video and the subscribe button. Check out the merchandise, Instagram, and website, and everything we do here at Hawkeye Rides.